Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is MZ, and as you can probably tell that I'm just starting to learn how to trade. In this channel, I'll be slowly, I'll be doing. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Here I'll be sharing with you some of my take on what's going on in the trading world. I mostly trade futures and cryptocurrencies because that's what a good trader do. I don't have access to other stuff, and also I have limited energy. I don't have enough time to focus on a lot of things, unlike some of the supermans that you can see from other channels. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through some of the stuff that I've been looking at, and then do a little bit analysis. Okay, here we go. So first one will be BitCoin, because that's just what everybody is looking at these days. I'll be sharing with you the typical process for me to reveal whether or not it is a good opportunity to go in. But before we start, the first thing that I will be doing is I will need to change the appearance. Wait, not here. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. I can't stand the white background. I'll need to change to dark colored theme, because that's what the real men do. All right. So before I look at anything, the first thing that I will do is I'll switch to a larger scale and look at how things have been for the last few days or even weeks. So that means that I'll be looking at the day scale or even the weekly scale. And as you can see that from a weekly scale, Bitcoin has been doing reasonably well, coming back up. So this is the third week that the candle bar is on the uptrend, and it's a good thing to me. And then we can slowly reduce the scale and look for opportunities to trade, and whether or not we are at a critical time or price point. My methodology is simple. I look at where the current price is. I don't look at anything else. Sometimes I look at volume, sometimes, but not always. But just for the sake of it, I'll put it up here. I don't really, but you can see why I don't have it on, because it makes things a little bit more interesting. But if you look at this, this is the day level candle bar, and we're at a very, very good stage. So if I move this trend line a little bit, I have 3 that I don't intend to use. All you need is 2. You can mark the top and the bottom. So you have this, and you have the support. Usually, some people keeps asking me, how do you identify the support and resistance? Unlike what others tend to tell you, I actually treat this as a fairly casual process. You don't have to know exactly where the support and resistance lands on. All you need to do is to look at where the chart goes, or bounces back up, and chances are that you will be able to tell just by looking at it. And if we look at the chart here, we're seeing this big stuff that's basically helping us identifying where the chart has been going up and down. So clearly that this has been outlining the resistance where things have been trying to go up, and this is where the support has been for the last few days. And of course, we can go all the way back to previous support and resistance and try to find something that works. But for these kind of things, you can just look at the most recent support and resistance, and it looks like that from the day candle bar point of view, Bitcoin is reaching a resistance. And what's not good is that there's this, well, of course there's some time left. Okay, there's 2 hours and 16 minutes because of I'm in Pacific time zone, and there's almost 2 hours left for the day bar to be completed. But what's not good here is that it's trying to break out the resistance, but it hasn't been very successful because you see this little whisk here. Basically, when you see something like this at the top or very close to the resistance, it usually means that the trend it's having a lot of pressure. That means that people are selling around here, and then considering that almost 3 days, this is where the resistance has been. We will be very, very careful when we're placing a long order. This is probably, and on the other hand, if you are interested in shorting Bitcoin, this might be a good opportunity. So after identifying where we are from a day or week trend, but it's still a very good, chances are that it might break out and then do a little, retracement and then go all the way to 60,000 or 100,000, whatever people claim that Bitcoin will be. But still, we have to be pretty cautious. I would rather wait until it breaks out to long Bitcoin. But it doesn't mean that you cannot buy, because there are still opportunities for you to look at. So let's and we do that by zooming into a smaller scale, and this is the 4-hour scale. In 4-hour scale, we retain the the support and resistance that we had identified in the day range, and it looks like it has made a tiny breakout here. Based on the current scale, the 4-hour scale, and then it's doing a little, going back, touching the support here. So for 4-hour K bar, this may have become the support here. But let's continue to zoom in here, and looking at this, and we can actually make the support and resistance a little bit more relevant to our current scale. So it looks like that this is where the support for 1 hour line, 1 hour candle bar, 1 hour K bar scale, 1 hour 1 hour scale. This is the support, because there's clearly exchange of support and resistance here, and then also there's a significant breakout at this level and just doing back down. So this is interesting, right? Because on the, as we're seeing on the day scale, it hasn't really, it's a bit concerning, as it's more shorting. It's more of a short trend compared to long trend. But if you zoom into the 1 hour scale, it's a little bit better that way. It makes it's not as bad, because this is a very, very good graph, because there's this it goes back and up and down, it goes horizontal for a little bit, and then sudden breakout, and the price is trying to make a land. If it will be better if we can actually make it, if the price goes up here and then stay here and keep going up, or if it goes down here, it will be even better and then holds the support here. And this is absolutely where I would be. This is absolutely where I will be doing my doing my order. If I'm longing, that is. If you're shorting, look at a location near this price level. But if you are truly looking at opportunity here on this price level, you go into even smaller time scale, and let's look at the trend. So it's basically doing here like this. If we draw it out a little bit, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It's going back on. It's going up and down, up and down, up and down, right? It's like this. So it's not really that pretty, but basically you can see that it's trying to formulate itself above the resistance line here. So chances are that it might go up like this if considering all things. And we can on the 15-minute scale, we can even push up the support a little bit, and you can see that it touches this level quite a few times, and chances are if it might really go up. So if you're longing and trying to find an opportunity to go up, what you can do is you can place an order here. You can place an order near this area, because this is where the support is. And in our system, what's more important is that we need to place our orders close to the critical price levels, and because this is the support and the resistance from previous scale, it's a very important price level. All right, so after formulating some of these current trends, we can begin to formulate our own trading plan. Some people don't have a trading plan when they trade, and this is actually not a good idea, because the number one important thing for people to stay profitable in trading is that you have to detach yourself from emotions. And one of the best way to do so is to have a solid trading plan ahead of time. And what we've been doing, what we've been analyzing, it's contributing to having a solid trading plan that we will execute no matter what. If you have a trading plan written on paper, that makes things a lot easier. If you just have your trading plan in your mind, it's okay, but you have to stick to your trading plan once you place the order. Trust me, I've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars because of this. So every time when I'm placing order, I always have a trading plan. Because we are now at the critical support stage, I think my trading plan would look like this, right? I still consider there's a slight opportunity to go up if it breaks out, because the trend has been great, right? Although it's hitting the daytime scale support, daytime scale resistance, but I still think there's a tiny opportunity for it to go up, because that's what Bitcoin does. So I've decided that to give it a try, considering how things are. But the current trend, so before we begin, we'll be looking at at least we'll be asking ourselves 3 questions. All right. First of all, are we at the critical price level? And the answer is yes. What is a critical price level? It's basically if we are landing on some larger time scale support and resistance. Right now, the price level is very close to the 1 hour or even 4 hour and day price level. So this is a very, very critical support and resistance line. If this support becomes realized as identified by these couple K bars or this candle bars, chances are it'll go all the way up, because look at this. Look at these. A lot of people are probably shorting Bitcoin right now because it's hitting a almost all-time high, because it's hitting short time high, because it has been going up and down in the 35,000 area for a very long time, and right now it's hitting 4,300. A lot of people are actually opening short. And do you know what the market will do if people just assuming that the market will correct itself because it goes too high? It will go even higher and then get these people busted, right? That's just how bitchy the market is. Well, I didn't design the market. If I were to say the market would be more like my wife, she just doesn't want to do what you want. But you have to go with her mood and trend. If you want something, you go along with her, then your life will be happy. And that's just another piece of advice to a happy marriage and happy life. Happy wife, happy life. That's what it is. All right, let's get looking back at the market, right? So here we have this very, very crazy candle bar chart, and we've decided that we're gonna place an order here, and the chances are it might go up. So what I'm waiting for really, going back to where we first started, I mentioned that usually before I place an order, I will need to write my trading plan, and then I'll ask but the trading plan basically consists of 3 questions. First of all will be, are we on a critical the price level? And the answer is yes, and because we are the current price level is very close to the support and resistance line for 1 hour, 4 hour, for day. All right, so the answer is yes to that. And the second answer is, what does the trend look like? As you can see, the trend might be not very good on the 15-minute scale because it's going down. But if you look at the whole big trend, when you zoom out, it's been going up since August 21st, August 5th, and the trend is doing really, really well, and there's very clear step up here. So chances are this might be a stepping up again. So the trend on the larger time scale is actually doing really, really good. And then the third question will be, do we have a typical price pattern or candle bar pattern that we can follow? But the answer is no, because the pattern that we're really looking for is the typical pattern that have a higher probability of resulting in the price increase. And what does that look like? That usually looks like this. All right, so I'm gonna draw it out. You will have this, and then suddenly a drop below a critical price level, and then goes back up like this. This is your critical path. When this happens, this is where you go in, because chances are it goes all the way up. The probability is very high. And the other pattern looks like this. So you have this go up, down, up, down, up, down, and then suddenly goes up, and then like this. So where could we be? Well, which is more possible according to our current price level? I would say the one on the right, because we don't have a top support resistance, we have a bottom support resistance, right? So basically what happens now is we need to patiently wait for the pattern to emerge by itself. Right now it's actually going very, very interesting. It's going downwards, and what we need to wait for and see is if it breaks the support and then quickly gets pulled back up. Oh, look, right now it's breaking the support, pulls back up really quickly, and then retest if the support is valid. So right now we just need to wait for that pattern. But usually what can you do is you can look at this on the 5K scale. Look, okay, wait. So this is what it looks like. These two are essentially the same. So you need to look for this in the price pattern, right? And what I do is let's wait. Let's draw it out here. All right, let's draw it out here. Let's wait and see if this happens. And if it goes back up for a couple bars, then I think that's when I will need to go in. So let's just wait. Well, just wait is excruciating. But being patient is one of the most important thing in trading. If you're not patient, if you cannot wait until the right moment, chances are you might lose your trade, or lose a lot of money. That's not what you want. All right, let's wait for the price level to go down and go up. If it doesn't go up, back up, it's a different story. But if it goes down, if it keeps going down, and we will have to look for another support. Basically, it looks like this. It might go down like this. All right, and then once that happens, my trading plan will be, okay, so if, okay, the price level is interesting now. If it goes here, my trading plan will be out by here, and then I will exit at the first flip of the atom. I'll tell you about the atom theory later in my next episode, but I just want to show you that my entire process of trading in this video, so you can probably get a better understanding. Just patiently waiting. I'm just gonna chalk on my rice, because what's better than rice? What's better for making your brain clear when you're trading other than eating some rice? Oh, this is actually very, very interesting. Look at that. The idea that this might be, here we go. So let's zoom in a little bit more, because this is the critical price level that we want to be trading at. Doesn't look very good. If you're bored, what you can do is you can actually switch to the 1 minute candle bar, and it's a lot more action packed. It's like watching a movie, right? It goes up and down. You imagine that the long side and the short side are fighting fiercely against each other, trying to take the dominance of the price level. I would say this is the best TV show in the world, much better than Desperate Housewives. But if you truly get thrilled by watching this, you might have some serious problem. I would suggest that you check out with your physician or psychiatrist. Oh, look, this is looking very, very interesting. Okay, so it makes a tiny break into the support, and it's quickly going back up. I don't know if this is actually. So what I'll do is I will quickly. I will go to FTX and buy some BitCoin. Alright guys, I'm back. So I took a nap because I was, bored of waiting. I was planning on getting to the game at about here. But I ended up actually canceling the order because I didn't like where the trend was going at the time. And guess what? 8 hours later, not 8 hours, but 5 to 6 hours later, it has walked. The price has increased from 42.6 to 43.2. Um, I decided to cancel and exit of my orders, so I have to live with that. But the reason that I didn't go through is because at the time, if I were to switch to 4-hour timeline, I would consider that there's a some sort of artificial resistance somewhere here. Yep, I was looking at the resistance line here, but if you pay closer attention, right, it actually, there's not such a thing. I made a mistake assuming that there could be a resistance here because the 3-4 hour line here all couldn't break through this resistance and then went down. But what I didn't see is at the time the trend was going down, and then there was just 3 bars that are all the way back here that has very little influence on on this one. So what I should have done is to stay with my trade here. I actually I placed my trade here and then immediately canceled it. I think I canceled it somewhere here. So I made a small profit, like $30, but still, I missed out the market uptrend right here, which is still going on at this time. But I don't feel comfortable chasing because we are a bit further away from the support here, and that's almost 1%, and I don't want to risk it because chances are it might go down like this. So I'm just gonna call it a day today, and come back tomorrow when the chart generates something new that I can reflect. And then the same thing goes to Ethereum. It has went up by the time that I wanted to. So I'll have to delete off my alerts and lay down new support, new resistance. There's very little support here. If I were to switch to 4-hour and take a look at this, wow, okay. So pretty empty here. If based on the current reading, if we can actually break out and then make a significant staircase going up, it could mean that we're gonna be in for a very, very wild ride. We'll see about that. I'm not too sure. Well, since when I'm sure about anything, right? This is a market, and you should never try to predict it, because that would be just silly. And my stupid cat is back. I'm just gonna open the door for him. All right, I'm back. Did you see the trend here? There's not a single sign showing of slowing down. It's amazing. Look at this. Look at this. Right? This is a very, very strong option. 4-hour line option. It's crazy. So if you are a long trader, so if you trade on the upside, my recommendation will be getting the game, stay alert, at least look at the chart on the daily, hourly basis. Make sure that there's opportunity for you to get in, because right now, let's see, there's really not a lot up there. We'll have to wait until the chart presents itself, make a pattern so that we can analyze. A very good opportunity to get in will be here, and that was 5 p.m. today PST. So this will be a very, very good opportunity to get in, but it was just a blink of a second. I was looking at the screen at the time when this happened, and I wasn't able to react in time, because look at the 15-minute chart. Yeah, it went down here and then starts going up. This is geez, this is where actually I decided to get in. So I was right. I wasn't too bad. Here I went in here, but I didn't place an order for Ethereum. So I was doing it for the BTC, Bitcoin. So let's look at ICP now. All right. Okay, I'm gonna switch to 1 hour. Things are becoming very interesting, because I just traded. I just traded ICP this afternoon, and I bought some ICP, and I also will place an order for the futures, perpetual contract. But look at this. The trend is very strong, but it's slowing down a little bit, if you can tell. So at the top it was at 56, 57, and if we were to go from here 52, this is a very nice 5-6% here, 4%, 5% right here. All right.